They might not be real, but the musical success of these groups certainly is. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated music groups. For this list, we're choosing musical artists and groups that come from any kind of animation and are presented as musicians, whether real or fictional. Number 10, Hatsune Miku. It seems like only in Japan would a computer-generated projection of a singing anime character sell out arenas. But that's exactly what's happened with this pigtailed 16-year-old. Hatsune Miku is based on a Japanese vocal synthesizer software called Vocaloid, which samples human voices to sing melodies or words typed in by the user. Over 100,000 songs have been credited to her, and she was also the voice behind the original Nyan Cat song. Number 9, the California Raisins.
Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, baby.
The one claymation band on our list. This group started their life as mascots for the California Raisin Advisory Board.
Wow, must have been something to eat.
The singin', dancin', snappin' raisins became so popular in that form, their cover version of Marvin Gaye's I Heard It Through the Grapevine
Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Ooh, raising the California sunshine.
charted on the Billboard Hot 100. In fact, they became so huge that they ended up as the official spokesfruits for Raisin Bran cereal, landed their own Saturday morning cartoon, and even won an Emmy. Not bad for a bunch of shriveled grapes.
Don't you know I heard it through the grapevine?
Sounds great, doesn't it?
Number 8, the Crescendolls. Marketing your album in the form of Japanese anime is definitely a unique way of promoting yourselves if you're not Japanese.
One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing.
And that's precisely what Daft Punk did in 2003 with an animated group called the Crescendolls, a fictional blue-skinned outfit that appeared in the movie Interstellar 4-5, the story of the secret star system.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
With no actual dialogue, the adventure film instead uses the French duo's 2001 album Discovery as its soundtrack, guiding Stella, Octave, Beryl, and Arpeggios' musical journey.
It really didn't make sense just to leave this unresolved.
Number 7, Jem and the Holograms. Coming to TV screens in the 80s, thanks to Hasbro, Marvel, and Sunbow Productions. This all-female animated group had songs and hair that definitely matched their time period. Not only that, but the show's popularity during its run from 1985 to 1988 was truly outrageous. It ended up being the #1 syndicated cartoon show in November of '86. And a live-action movie starring Molly Ringwald and Juliette Lewis is reportedly in the works. Number 6, Josie and the Pussycats. From comic books to an animated show and live-action movie, These three ladies can definitely boast longevity as far as animated music groups are concerned.
So glad I got to know you. I'll find a way to show you. Love you just a little bit more than every beat of my heart.
Josie, Valerie, and Melody made for some pretty memorable characters, both in the world of Archie Comics and Hanna-Barbera. The cartoon became fairly successful despite its short time on the air. However, the product placement-loaded 2001 live-action movie was a box office failure. Number 5. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Either you find them adorable or you find them annoying. Whatever your opinion is of these three, you can't deny that Alvin, Simon, and Theodore have been an incredibly popular animated band, making songs that have probably stayed stuck in your head. Ever since you were a kid, especially around Christmas, the Chipmunk song was probably a staple on your holiday playlist. And it even went to number 1 in the States for 4 weeks in 1958. It's hard to forget them, though we would like to forget the more recent CGI animated movies they were in the late 2000s. Number 4. Prozac. If you were a kid growing up in Canada in the late 90s, you most likely heard this pair's music at least a handful of times. Chances are you probably even loved it. Simon and Milo were quite a popular animated musical duo in their home country, with their debut album, Hot Show, spawning 2 platinum-certified tracks, Sucks to Be You,
Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you.
and Strange Disease.
Strange disease.
Which featured Simon being the musical Ted Mosby of his time, singing about looking for love. Their sophomore effort also went platinum in Canada.
True. You know I'll never get over you.
Number 3. Dethklok. One of the bands on this list to take form both as an animated band and as a real one. This melodic death metal group came to us through the Adult Swim show Metalocalypse. Fronted by Home Movies creator Brendan Small, not only do they have a successful TV show notorious for its dark humor, but they also actually tour as a real-life band. Over the years, Dethklok has hit the road with heavy bands like Mastodon, High on Fire, and Converge.
Everything's Archie.
Number 2. The Archies.
Archie's here. Betty's here. Veronica too.
Not many animated groups get anywhere close to a number 1 single in the real world.
Hey Jughead, where are you? We wanna dance.
But with the Archies, that's exactly what ended up defining their career in 1969, when their single Sugar Sugar reached the top of the Billboard Hot 100.
Ah, sugar. Oh, honey, honey.
The band, comprising of Archie, Jughead, Reggie, Betty, and Veronica, also got a few other top 40 singles in the States during the late 60s and early 70s. Not bad at all for a bunch of comic book characters.
Ever since I met you, I couldn't want you better. I couldn't love you stronger if I tried.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I'm a hex girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you.
Number 1. Gorillaz.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless.
They've sold millions of records worldwide. They've gotten critical acclaim time and time again over the course of their careers, and this English-based animated band even managed to gain mainstream success in the States.
Sailors break it down on a camel's back. They just have to go 'cause they don't know where.
Not only that, but 2D, Murdoch, Noodle, and Russell have managed to make their animated selves work in a live setting extremely well.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on.
With all that in mind, is there really any question why they're number 1?
So all you fellow streets is a billion to see. You won't get undercounted 'cause you're damn free.
Do you agree with our list? Which animated music group do you think is the best of all time?
Windmill, windmill for the land, I'm forever hand in hand.
With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.